Hello, everybody. Welcome to Telli Talks, where we talk about life, growth, relationships, and all things in between. This episode is sponsored by Classic Cat and 8 Lab, and I have a very special returning guest with me today. I like to say I'm the better half, but my better half, Deontay Wilder.
Thank you.
Former heavyweight champion of the world, businessman, entrepreneur, rapper, singer, producer.
Oh my God.
Etc. Things that you might not know that we're going to talk about today. So I'm so excited. Damn, you didn't even want to cheer?
Oh, shoot.
Jesus.
We just cheered.
Okay, what are we cheering to, babe?
We cheering to what we enjoy every day. That's peace and happiness.
Ooh, I thought he was going to say sex, y'all.
Child, you know that's a must.
Okay. We all
Did you
know.
look me in my eyes?
No, but you didn't look me in my eyes either.
Well,
so let's try it again.
Well, now since we
Try
didn't look each other in the eye, that means we good. All right, cool. We cheering to happiness and peace continuously.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Did you get that? Okay. So, for the people that don't know your journey and haven't watched our first episode, can we give a quick kind of short version of who you are and how you got to where you are today?
See, they supposed to did their homework and went and saw the episode. That way they already know. You know what I'm saying? And then when this comes, it's just like a continuation.
Okay.
Yeah, because if we recaps, then how much time I have?
Well, some people might not know what you do.
That's
or
why you got
that
the internet. You got like it's home. It called homework. You got the internet and stuff like that.
This is how we are.
Yeah,
in the
because
house,
as human beings and all the technology they got for us to be lazy.
So basically, Google him, y'all, because he's not going to tell you today. But
you said recaps what we did last time.
Recap about your journey in a quick little, former heavyweight champion of the world. We have 8 kids for the people that don't know. He wants 4 more. And we've, since our last episode, we've done so many things. We just had an experience on a national training facility center. I took him to go train with the Green Berets, and we were shooting guns. We got on a Black Hawk. How was that experience for you?
Oh, man. That experience, you know me, if it wasn't for sports or anything like that, that would have been my... what I would have been doing.
Of choice.
A lot of people, they go in their life and, they're good at certain things. Like I always say, all of us are, everyone has greatness in them, for greatness is only determined by service. So, with that being said, we all find things that we want. Damn, I forgot where I was going with.
You drank too much, boy.
You got me like that. You got me in here drinking and stuff like that.
You to drink.
Yes, you did.
Okay, listen.
You got me in
here wanted him to drink.
I came in here, you said go to the bar, baby.
So he could talk.
Oh, yeah, go get
but
you a drink.
But he clearly drank too much. See, okay, you drank, but he clearly can't handle his liquor. Yeah, how many drinks you had? 3 drinks?
I don't even know.
That's sad.
I mean, this is what happens when you come to the Classic Cat.
Okay, so your experience, I'm going to tell you what you said. Your experience and your passion for wanting to be a preacher, because you're going to preach, even though you want...
I ain't saying nothing about a passion for wanting to preach.
I'm telling you, you have a passion for wanting to preach, because you're going to preach every time you get a chance. You preach, Pastor Wilder. So while he was preaching, he says that greatness is determined by service.
Yes, ma'am.
So what service did you provide when you went to the Special Forces training facility?
I mean, I didn't provide no service, but my willingness to indulge in the education of what's going on in the facility of training, that we train the finest army in the land, and I got to witness that, in person.
What did you learn when you was there?
I mean, just the communications of how they operate, how they have strong leaders and having leadership and going through different missions and having, doing different mission and operation. It was fascinating to see how they're able to communicate with each other in a line of fire and being able to clear out certain things and doing it in a timely manner, but doing it in a fashion. It's a formation that you may stick by. It's a code that you stick by, and only the strong survive, and with a unit together, it builds a foundation of strength, and they go in and handle their business. Me, if it wasn't for sports, that what I'll be doing. I would be special Navy SEAL, or something like that.
What did
Getting deep
you
down and dirty.
what did you take out of the experience that stuck with you the most?
Took out the experience that stuck with me the most. I mean, all of it. The whole experience was amazing to me because I'm a military type of guy. I
Right.
love all that from the Black Hawk. You know how I feel about helicopters, but I got a whole different perspective now being
Right.
in the Black Hawk. I actually was so comfortable in the Black Hawk that I
Fell
fell asleep
asleep.
going and coming back.
I
You know
was
what I
right
mean?
there with you sleeping
And
too.
the scenery was so beautiful. Just
Yeah.
being out in the middle of nowhere. I'm big on scenery, and being in the desert where it's so open. It's just like my mind. I always say my mindset is so big that a spaceship can fit in it.
Absolutely.
And when I've been out in a clear open space, it allows my mindset to expand even more and understand and enjoy this beautiful place we call Earth.
Absolutely. And I feel like what I took out of it the most was the heroic people that we have defending our nation and willing to risk their life. Like,
Hmm.
this 19-year-old boy that joined the army, and he was the one mandating the tank and shooting the missiles off the top of the tank,
Hmm.
and the grenade that came on his chest, and he heard it drop, but he was letting the people under him, his team, which is three people, tell them that there's a grenade down there. And they didn't see the grenade, they didn't know where the grenade was, so he took it upon himself to pick up the grenade and put it in his chest and blow himself up,
Hmm.
as opposed to making everyone die. He chose to take his life and save theirs. So stories like that, and the patriotism that people have,
Yeah.
that that join and enlist in the military, that goes unseen. Or just like the team, the camaraderie, how do you say that word, camaraderie,
Hmm.
that they I clearly been drinking too much camaraderie that they have together, and just come together and be a team, and knowing that they have to defend each other and like protect each other in a sense of survival. So
Right.
that's like what I took out of it. And I love shooting guns. We both have our pistol license, for
Hmm.
people that
Who
don't
got you
know.
there? Who got you started?
He had
Come
me
on
started
now.
on guns, and when I
Mm.
first met him, there was a guitar case that he had in the room, and I was like, "Oh, baby, play the guitar.
Sure
That's
do.
so sweet." He was like, "Sure do. Open the case," and it's a case full of guns, and I was like, "Oh,
All my
okay."
instruments.
Literally, and I was like, "He ain't playing shit for me
I ain't
tonight.
lying.
It's over with." But what people don't know about you is that you're a father, and a great father at that, and you're great with discipline. I put the discipline on you because
Ooh.
I suck at it, and I'm super soft when it comes to it, and the kids look at me like, yeah, okay, whatever. When I try to discipline them, I gotta get to the point of yelling before they listen. With you could look at them and just give a look, and then it's like, all right, I'm listening to my dad because I know my daddy don't play. Why do you think
That's
that
how
that
it is.
is with
Well,
children and kids, and just
well, like I was telling
the
our good
roles?
friend Buzz, I was like saying how it is so important. It's an important role. Is to be a father. To be in
Right.
fatherhood is such an important role to have in this world. It's an honorable pleasure and honor to be a father.
And it's your seed too. It's a
And
part of
exactly,
you.
that's what we were saying. That's us. That's a
Right.
part of us. Something that came, that we created. And
Right.
just fatherhood. Ultimately, for me, is just it's a blessing.
Deep.
It's a subject that I really get emotional about. I'm an emotional person. I whoop ass, but I can I
He's
can
really
break
a teddy
myself
bear,
down
y'all.
to be emotional because I understand who I am and what I stand for. I'm a beautiful human being, and I love that I can break down in layers and show the world.
So, being that you're a person that can break your emotions down, do you feel like the society that we live in today don't really glorify men showcasing their emotions?
I mean, it's all about how you're brought up into this world, what area you're from, and all that stuff. The mentality. But overall, no matter where you're from and who you're raised up under, it's all at the end of the day mindsets.
Right.
If we change our mindset, we all can stay together.
Okay, so this is a quote. Excuse me,
You know what
from
I'm
a
saying?
song that Deontay had. This is completely off topic,
Shoot.
but it's still topic. Deontay literally, guys, has a whole enough songs to create a whole album, right, babe?
Right. At which I produced
Which you produced,
as
which he
well.
wrote, which
Yeah.
he mixed,
Yeah. Made the beat.
made the
I'm
beat,
very talented.
wrote everything. So that song, in that bar, is what?
What you mean?
What's the name of the song?
I've been up.
I've been up. And how do you come up with these songs that you have on this album that's not out yet, but in due time?
Well, it's all like I always say, music is not what you hear, it's what you feel.
Right.
And when I'm in the mix up, because I'm passionate about music, a lot of people will know, because I'm an athlete and they expect like humans, they would look at you and they would see your occupation and say, hey, you Telli
Stereotype,
Talks.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Stereotype.
This is what you're good at. This is what you're supposed to do. That's it. You feel me?
Right.
And as humans, we would
Limitize ourselves.
limitize ourselves and soak in the emotional garbage that people would throw in us
Right.
and let it sit and say, yeah, you know what? I am, you're right. I'm gonna limit my talent and my ability, what God gave me, to please you instead of pleasing me and pleasing him.
Right.
Because
Come on now.
the more he give, he'll take
Told
it
y'all
away.
he's a pastor.
If he giveth, he will take it away and give it to the next brave soul that say, you know what? I don't care about the
Right.
he say or she say. Is what I say. And if
Right.
I'm good at something and I have ability to do something, even if I ain't good, because I trained to go from good to great.
Yeah, and why not exercise that talent when you know you have it?
Yes.
Okay, speaking of talents, you are a natural child producer. You just have you breed children. We have
I
8
love
children.
I love it. I want
And
4
do
more.
you okay, 4 more now.
I had a vision
right?
of 50.
Okay, now
For real, I had daydream. I was telling Buzz about my daydream.
50?
Yeah, bro. I was in a restaurant. I was eating by myself, and then I was daydreaming.
Okay.
I had went into a daydream, and then when I turned back around, it was empty. I'm like, I turned back around because I was like, what? I know I'm out of. Then when I turned back, I swear to God, when I turned back around, I seen a whole bunch of children say, "Happy birthday, Daddy!" And all I'm doing is like this. I'm in a parade like this. I swear, I was like, "Happy birthday, Daddy!" All you can hear. I didn't know if it was 50, but the room was filled up, so I just estimated like that was like 50 kids.
Okay, let me tell you why. Okay, first of all, when we had 7 kids, he was like, I'm done. I'm good. I don't want no more kids. Then it was 8 kids. Then he said he wanted an even number. Then it went from 8 to 12 because 8 is already an even number. So what is this fixation with 12 as a number for the amount of children that you want to have?
I just like even numbers.
But we're at an even number.
I know that, and it's just, my love for children. I love all children, not even just my children, just children in general. We do a lot for families and stuff like that. But if I'm gonna have children, I prefer them have them by the odd. The odd numbers.
You mean the even? Look, you don't even know what you want.
Man, y'all got me drinking shit. What you expect?
First of all, he said even. Like I said, we are at an even number. So I honestly feel like it's a fixation. 8 is even.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm for the even numbers.
Right. So we add an even number.
If we have 7, we gotta have 8. If
Okay,
we
but
have
we have
9,
8.
gotta have 10.
But we at 8. So
I know
why does
that.
it need to go to 12?
Because I want
what happened
12.
to 10?
But I want 12.
Right. So it's a fixation for 12.
Because we need more boys.
But 10, if we have, okay, guys, so we have 5, let me
5
backtrack.
girls.
We have 5 girls and 3 boys. So
Yeah.
if we have 2 more boys,
Right.
that makes 10,
Right.
still an even number, makes the boys and the girls even. So again,
And you have 2 more boys, that makes it the defensive mechanism more stronger. You
what?
feel? Yeah.
That
Are you
no.
serious?
Okay, yes, more boys to defend, but
Yeah.
why when we have you?
But I'm not gonna be. I'm retired. When I retire, I'm gone. I'm off.
Yeah, but that don't mean you ain't gonna defend yours.
That's me. I'm gonna be going into teaching more.
Yeah, you could teach all
Yeah,
you want.
that means
but
I'm
that
gonna be the
doesn't mean-
sensei. The sensei ain't getting in no fight. He's teaching
He
the
said
foot soldiers how
sensei
to fight.
ain't into no fight.
Yeah, he's sitting back. I'm teaching them how to protect themselves. I'm teaching them how to protect each other. I'm
Right.
teaching them how to provide for each other, how to be there for each other emotionally, physically,
Absolutely.
whatever they may go through. When I build my children, I build them as one, as a team.
Right.
Because in this world, we all know that we can't depend on these human beings. Half the time, you can't depend on your own blood. You know what I'm saying? So you can only do your best as a parent, as a father. I can only do my best to show my children that together we are better.
Right.
You understand me?
But why is it that, like, for example, right? Let's say, theoretically speaking, we have two more boys. Let's say we have twin boys, right? Because we don't have any twins. So let's say we have twin boys.
Triplet twins.
Let's say we have triplet twin boys. Triplet boys, all three boys.
That's six,
right?
right?
I ain't see. Now you pushing it. Now
Triplet
triplets
twins,
is 3.
Triplet twins. You said triplet twins.
I meant to say triplets and not twins.
See that?
Now you just add an extra. See, this is why.
The more boys I have, the more legacy that I could
carry his name.
Spread out to carry my name, because the girls is gonna get married off, and when
But
they get married off, they're gonna be a part of his family. Although I tell my girls to keep your last name.
They
Don't
can
change
keep
that.
it.
Yeah, they're gonna change it, but it's gonna still
No, but they can keep it.
I know that they're gonna keep it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep it. They ain't gonna fall that
Yeah,
deep
and they
in
can
love
be
when
like,
they get the other man. They gonna have that Wilder. They're gonna keep that Wilder.
You go and still
Plus
in them
whoever.
to keep the Wilder. That's what it's gonna be.
But
they're
they're
gonna
still
be like,
get married off to that family.
Yeah.
Now the boys, now we make Wilders. You understand me? Solely, it ain't no in between you as a Wilder.
But what I'm trying to say is, if there's 2 boys, 3 boys, like let's say we have a multiple pregnancy, and let's just say 2 boys, right? Because 2 keeps us at an even number, 2 keeps the ratio from 5 to 5, and we're now even completely, even amount of girls, even amount of boys. Would you be happy with just 10 kids?
I could see myself happy with 10
You sound
kids.
like you're stuttering. You try to.
I'm on a mission, woman.
But what about, like, okay, here's our argument. I feel like it's like, okay, I'm 36 years old.
Okay,
right?
oh, put the age in there.
I'm 30. Yeah, because for a woman, our age
I
does.
don't want to hear that mess, man. I don't want to hear.
It is.
I don't want to
We're
hear
at higher risk.
your scientific.
This is proven factuality.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, there's some.
Because I know a man that make the impossible possible.
In Jesus' name, but
At
let me tell you.
all times, for those that love and serve and believe.
Right.
You know,
but
we
it's
put on
also,
this age. That age is nothing but to tell you how long you've been on this earth. It don't limit us to what we can do, our mindset, our bodies, and what is able to do. It's a magical place that we live on. But if we all believe in the same the fiction of, oh, you can't do this and can't do that, then that's what it's going to be.
Okay,
because
but preferably,
you can still be 94 years old and have children.
Nah.
I mean, yes, it has.
Nah, because you are menopause and you don't know.
Man, you don't know people body. Well, why you still have a strong sex drive at that age too? Some people diminish.
Yeah,
some people go
diminish, but that doesn't mean, like, when you hit a point of menopause, right? Let's just talk about, like, the human anatomy and, like, our endocrine system.
But everybody ain't the same.
I'm not saying everyone is the same. There's some people that produce kids at 60 and have their first child at 60 years old. Preferably, I would not want to be pregnant past 40, so I have 4 years to possibly have more children. But after 40, let's just say 50 years old, and you're still talking about these kids, and then my daughter or my son or my multiple kids is 10 years old and I'm 60 and I can't experience, like, doing these things with these kids, or if they're 30 and I'm 90.
Right.
Like, I don't want to be 90 and my kids just getting married and I'm walking them down the aisle. That is logic.
You 90 having a child?
No, like, you just said
I'm talking about for the man. Shit, we
you can have kids all the time, but I'm saying as a woman, my clock is ticking, so my age matters.
So how you compromise?
I am compromising. We got 8. I'm trying to give you 10, but I'm just saying that's not 12.
Just say
that's
if you 90, I'm 94, and you don't want to have no kid. How you?
Bruh. You see, you about to break the chair. You just doing too much. This is like, he about to bust the chair. This is like, okay, couples. There's a thing that couples have to do, right? We have to, like, compromise, right?
So, yeah.
But also, in that compromise, you have to be logical at the same time. I feel like me compromising is me being like, you know what? I could do 2 more. That's me compromising. You know, I got 2, I do 2 more.
But
that's compromise.
4 more.
That's selfishness. That's you being selfish because you want 4.
I want to grow this family.
We can grow it too.
And the Bible said,
be fruitful. Right, I get that.
And
I
have
understand.
this many you can take care of. I said, baby, God has blessed us.
But
Now
here's,
we can take care of more than 10 kids
can I
now.
have another drink?
We can take care of more than 10 kids. We can bless kids.
But yes, you
You
can
know what I'm
bless
saying?
kids, but at the same
And
time
we got
too.
the ability to raise them and the space and the time to do all that things.
And here's my thing, like I genuinely love the fact that you want to have more kids with me, because there's couples that don't want to procreate, and there's couples that don't want more responsibility, and I genuinely love the
I want
fact
the
that
smoke.
it makes me feel like, okay, he's in love with me and he wants to have a bigger family with me. So that's honestly a blessing for me to hear you want more
But
kids.
what?
But that more kids also comes with more time, more responsibility, that you are in your career and you're blossoming in your career, and my career is blossoming, and we might not have enough time to spend with these kids the way we want to, and that I feel that they deserve to have the time to spend with them, because our kids complain
So
about spending time together. Yes, you could spend a summer with them. Yes, you could spend a weekend with them, but it's like children, especially coming from a military background, all they value is the time spent, and that's, to me, is like, we're not in a place in our careers, in our moment of our life right now, to give our kids more time to spend with us.
but you were talking about having that surrogacy and all that stuff.
Surrogacy, yes, to bear more children, yes, but that has nothing to do with the time that we spend with these kids.
We can have a time spent. You can like what the women always say. You make time for what you want.
Yeah,
I
don't say
did. So
women,
stop.
because men do it too. Men do it too. See,
Yes.
can't take him nowhere. But I'm just saying, you do make time for what you want, but you
Right.
still have to sacrifice that time away from your children, away from your family.
Yeah,
To
but that's why you work so hard
Right.
to build up to the point where you don't have to work so hard.
Right, but
You
I'm
understand
saying
me?
that takes time too, because
Yeah.
if you're working right now, you're at the pinnacle of your career, right?
And and where I am is in a beautiful place.
Right.
To
Okay,
where,
but listen.
to where all things I'm talking about is right there at the we can do that.
Right, but I'm saying, if you're at the pinnacle of your career and I'm at the pinnacle of my career, these new kids, twins, triplets, quadruplets, whatever is coming in, if possible, Lord willing, God help us and help me in my ovaries,
Are you serious?
come
Or are
into
you just saying
fruition.
that?
I'm saying.
Because when I'm in it, you be trying to pull out.
Okay, let me tell y'all something about me and Deontay's sexual
You
relationship.
be
Okay,
like you be talking and
Pause.
shit like put it in me, then when I like I'm finna here it come, and then
Are we
when
going
they
there?
finna get ready to come, you even scream
Yeah,
out.
because he's holding on to me like I feel
oh
like
you
I'm
lying, oh you lying. Ooh, you
Deontay
lying.
LaShawn Wilder.
Ooh, you lying.
Deontay
Ooh, you
LaShawn.
are lying.
Deontay.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Now,
you
if you
are
gonna
lying.
if he
And
gonna
let me
put the
tell
receipts
story
out
now.
there, you
Either
better put the whole
either
receipt,
you
not what
pulling
you want
yourself
on the
away,
menu.
or you let me go and live in and say, okay, that's enough. Like, damn, it's already, you know how many millions that went in you? Let me finish it out. And talking about
But
something, that's
here-
enough.
Yeah,
It's
because
like,
let me
damn.
tell you, we have sex a lot. Okay,
Talking about
we
how you
have
gonna say
sex
it's
a
enough
lot.
though?
We
It's
have
like
sex a lot.
one
guys,
one
okay?
little bit is like a million. Like so
Okay,
it
but
can't be. You
here's
might
my
well
thing.
go on and go through with the whole thing. It
If
ain't
you're
enough.
if you're gonna
Like
okay,
shit, what I'm gonna pull out when I'm already coming? Like shit. Go ahead, man.
are you done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I had to get that.
This is the battle of what we go through. If y'all want raw, this is really raw. Okay.
We done woke her
First
up.
and foremost, me and Deontay's never used a condom. From the moment we've had sex to 8 years later, ever used a condom.
You trust me?
I trust you.
See what
Yeah,
I'm talking
absolutely. Because I've had conversations with him weeks before we actually got together and had sex. But I also feel like you don't need to nut in me every time we have sex,
Bro,
because you
I
want
don't
to
know you
procreate.
every time.
Right, but that's my point. It's like you want to.
Yeah,
if you had a choice
I want to have these kids.
Right, but it's like, I feel
But
like
you be-
that's so.
But I told
I
you,
feel like
don't.
that's so selfish of not putting into consideration of what I want.
Oh my God. You don't want to tell me.
What do I tell you? Do I tell you?
You gonna come in me?
That's
You gonna-
occasional.
I like hell yeah.
That's
I
I say it all the time.
I ain't
Yeah,
say
exactly.
But I always ask you, babe, where I'm coming at.
Yeah, and I choose.
All right then.
But
you
at
said
the-
whatever you want. I like. Yeah, I'd
Exactly.
rather for you to choose because I know you want it.
That's not all. Now you get at. Oh my God, he's adding extra.
Only 5 days out of the month you can get pregnant.
Right. But here's my thing. It's not like for me, for example, right? Like my ovulation is all over the place. One, 2, it's hard for me to bear child.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've been together for 8 years, and who knows how many times that you've ejaculated all your everything inside of me, right? And I still can't bear child. So it's like, for me, it's already hard as is, and I just feel like...
So why you say go a little bit, then not go a lot?
Because maybe I just want a little bit in me, not all of it
Say
in
what?
me. Lord Jesus. Don't snore. Okay, moving forward. Okay, are you okay with settling for 10 kids?
I am.
Okay.
But
y'all heard it here.
I'm okay with
so when
the
Deontay
idea.
has a conversation
No,
with
I'm
you.
okay with the deal out there only if we adopt to.
I just said that.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
we thought about adoption too. We thought we thought see, but I want my 12 though.
But see, that's me having two
and
then
adopting two. That's
more,
we can do that.
Still giving 12 kids. But my perspective on it is just like the responsibility and the time.
Bro,
to
you got a nanny for one child. I grew up with mothers taking care of 4 to 6 kids at one time.
Right.
Like, we ain't come up with no era where you got a nanny and all that. You talking about a nanny with one child.
But that's when I have stuff to do.
You know, and I so love y'all in the world, and I pay for that nanny for you for one child.
Babe, but I was paying for the nanny before too. Babe.
Come on now.
No, be real.
Come on.
And I was paying for the nanny too.
Like I said,
be real.
Let's get back on the subject.
Let's be real though. Was I not paying for the nanny before you wanted a nanny?
Well, why is it expired?
Because it's our child. Shit, it ain't just my child.
So why I'm paying the full thing then?
Yeah, because I was paying for it for years by myself.
Oh my God. And
babe.
Don't even get on that. Don't even get on that now.
You brought up the nanny.
Because I'm gonna start pulling out that payment and say what you pay for and what I pay for.
Yeah, yes, and that's different.
And big dog gonna eat little dog now.
That's different. As a man, like I said, there's gender roles. A man provides, professes, and protects.
Don't get on what the men do and what the women do now. Then you're gonna be talking about stereotyping.
I mean,
and then,
at the end of the day, I genuinely feel like women are on this world to nurture.
And that's it?
Women, no, that's not it. But I do
and what
feel...
Else?
Let me finish. Damn, drink your drink and let me finish. Shit.
To carry your child.
Hey, are you double teaming up?
Come on, girl power. Girl power.
Necessities.
Cheers. Come on,
But like James Brown said, he said it the best. It ain't nothing without man rule the world, but it ain't nothing without a woman or a girl. But understand, man rule this world. Women would never rule this world. Let me tell you, and Beyonce with her man. While a lot of y'all are single and ain't with nobody.
I ain't single.
And while y'all sitting there at home, cooking for yourselves, having all these moments with yourself, talking about you don't need no man, when you do need somebody, because the human race need each other. We need people, or you gonna die.
Cheers.
You gonna die before you gonna have a slow, miserable death. Talking about you don't need nobody. We need each other, just like water. Just like plants need water. We need each other. We need that affection, that physical touch, that affirmation from each other. Absolutely. We need that confirmation, that feeling of you love me and I love you, and I ain't loving you. You don't have the same equal amount of love. We need that energy, being on the same frequency with each other.
But I wasn't talking about the need for each other. I was talking about women who run the world, girls. That's what I was talking about.
But you gotta be realistic. You gotta be real. You gotta be real. I love, and I'm for my women. I'm for women empowerment. But women would never rule the world. Why? Although y'all outnumber us in numbers, but y'all will never rule the world because y'all can't even stay in the same room with each other without getting jealous of each other, without envying each other, and you know it.
I love women. I praise
women. I know I'm right. I know. Let me drink some more. Women would never rule the world because y'all envy each other. Y'all get jealous of each other so quickly that y'all will never be able to come together. All that shit sound good and great, and I'm for women. You know, our daughters, we teach them to be able to be independent, don't need nothing. But when it comes on talking about uniting women, empowering, and coming together, That'll never happen.
Well, I choose to disagree. I think women are more organized. I think they're more strategic when it comes to stuff. I
Most
think
definitely.
men. I think
But when it
men. Let me finish, babe. I
but
just
when
let
it
you
come
talk
a
for 5
group
minutes.
with y'all together, y'all can't work with each other because y'all get jealous of each other.
I feel like everyone's different. One. I feel like yes, there's times where women get jealous of each other, just like men get jealous of each other.
But y'all numbers are bigger. Y'all could easily rule the world. But because of the matter of the fact that goes in there, where y'all get jealous of each other, y'all will break apart. You ain't gonna be able to do it like that. That's why men rule the world. But we need y'all. We need you now. Come on, you're very important.
Y'all know how relationships
We
work,
need
right?
you.
Relationships
I need you,
work.
girl. I need
Relationships work when it ends. Where the
Shit.
compromise starts when you say, you know what, babe, you right. that's where it ends, and that's where you give it to them, right?
No. See, I'm a Libra though. You feel me? I don't want to get I'm right unless I know I'm right. I'm a straightforward.
I'm agreeing with
shooter.
you. I do believe I'm feminist. I'm a strong believer in female power, and I am a strong believer in that we are as strong as we want to make ourselves be.
Most definitely.
Right? Because there's times where we battle with each other, and you're alpha, and I love that you're alpha in our relationship, but I'm alpha in my own life, in my own individuality.
So do an alpha male and an alpha female. How I want to answer this question?
You want to say, do an alpha male and an alpha female, can they work?
I ain't say can they, because I know they can. But is it? It's a power couple, but the struggle gonna be real.
Right.
When you have an alpha female and an alpha male, because that alpha female gonna always feel like she can come in on that alpha male and dominate his territory and show him how to rule because she alpha. Especially if she feel like she got her own money and things like that and stuff like that.
Well,
and
so
it gonna always bump.
Here's my thing. And
somebody gonna be alone.
As a female, that I feel to me is I have my own power, my own light, with or without you, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like I don't want my man to be a beta. I want my man to be a man. Even though I'm alpha in my own light, in my relationship, I could step down. I have no problem with it because I want my man to be a man. If that was the case, I would be with a woman. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
really?
I feel like, yeah, absolutely. But I feel...
You feel because like you can dominate woman?
No, I feel like if I wanted to be the leader of it, I wouldn't want a man to lead. But we
have women leaders in relationships.
Yeah, there are. And that all depends on what you choose to be in. If you choose to enter a relationship where you want to be the dominant person, then that's your choice. But I feel like I don't want to be in a relationship with someone that I can dominate or I could tell what to do. Now, me giving you my opinion on something that, like, I'd be like, okay, I might not like how you do this, or I might not like how you handle that. That doesn't mean I want to be an alpha. That's just me giving you my perspective on what I think would be a better situation on how you handle X, Y, and Z, right? Mm-hmm. That's just my perspective. That's my opinion. Now, whether you choose to take it or not, as the alpha, that's on you. But I'm always going to share like my perspective and my light to what I might see as a better alternative to what you're doing.
Wrong with that. That would make it stronger.
Right. But I don't ever want you to think, because this is obviously our relationship, because I know we always talk about like, you alpha, I'm alpha, how is it, but I genuinely feel like obviously you're the alpha, and then in our relationship, I'm the beta. But outside of our relationship, I'm the alpha, and I don't take that. There's times obviously we argue because we're not perfect, and you're strong-minded and I'm strong-minded, and I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you how I feel. But that's where the compromise goes in, and I feel like we've been together long enough for people to realize like, okay, it's deeper than just what they wear or how they look or how they carry themselves. Like we have a genuine connection, and when you see that when we're out, you know that it's real. It's not like it's be like, all right, well, now when we're beefing, that's a whole nother situation where you could tell like, all right, they're not really fucking with each other right now. You know what I'm saying? They mad, but we always find a way to come together and just unite because of our love for each other is just so strong.
Right.
And there's times where I feel like it's deeper than our argument, or it's deeper than the situation that we have at hand, where we come together and realize, like, all right, this is stronger than this petty argument or this disagreement or whatever the case is.
So I got a question. When you arguing with me and you mad at me, how much do you love me?
Enough to tell you the truth, enough to get mad at you, because people, what people don't realize is, like, okay,
Enough
you
to
fight
tell
for
me the truth.
You damn right.
I mean, you gonna tell me the truth anyway.
That's
what
my
I'm
point.
expecting.
That's my point.
So when you get mad at me and stuff, do anything diminish from me? Well, why you don't have sex with me when we
because I'm not horny to have sex with you when I'm mad at you.
But you love me.
I'm be like, fuck him. I'm
but
mad at
me.
him. You can still love
the situation, okay. But sometimes that can be an amendment.
Amendment for you.
And you too.
But not necessarily.
Depends on how the emotion of the ocean
Not
goes.
necessarily, because if I want to have sex, obviously that's going to make me wet, right? That's going to make me be attracted to you, and that's going to make me want you, right? But if I feel like I'm pissed and there's nothing in my mind or in my mood to make me want to have sex because I'm so irritated.
You're so mad.
I'm so irritated. I love you.
Right. But I'm so
just
mad.
Like for example,
hold up. You said we've been together for a long time.
Yeah.
I think couples that have been together a very long time, it should get to a point where you can still get mad and still have sex.
And we do. Don't say that we don't.
Oh.
Not all the time, but we do. Babe, don't lie. Don't lie.
I'm gonna put my hand on my mouth
so we never have sex when I'm mad.
Hell no. When? Tell me when.
Babe, when I get mad at you and you be like, you ready to have sex? I'm ready to have sex now. And sometimes I say no, but sometimes I say no. Sometimes I be like, all right, fuck it.
You crazy.
Babe, I'm lying?
You've been drinking too much.
I'm lying? Yeah. So we never have sex when I'm mad at you?
Hell no. Because you always say, I can't have sex with you. I'm mad. You don't turn me on right now.
You damn right.
I did.
So but not all the time.
Ooh.
Deontay.
Change the subject. Look on.
You, all the time?
Babe, all the time.
Majority.
Come on. You know I'm a nympho, so I'm a no.
But you want to have sex 3 times a day.
Man, come on. Ain't that wrong with that.
But I have a hole, and you have a stick.
I'm going to go slow.
You lying. Now you lying. You don't go slow?
I go passionate slow.
Y'all.
Tell me I am lying.
You don't go slow. You start slow.
And end slow.
What happened today?
I ended because you had to rush it.
What?
Yeah, you said the hairstylists were coming. So that made me up the tempo a little bit. So
first of all, y'all, I can't.
That's the truth. We tell the whole truth on Telli Talks.